Filming me just in case I get arrested.
Yeah, filming.
We've got a pair of handcuffs.
Right.
Is that a problem for you?
I'm not going to arrest you. I don't think they're not a weapon.
Definitely not.
This is not a normal police station visit. Within seconds, the situation flips into something completely unexpected. A man walks in with history, tension, and questions. But what happens next instantly raises the stakes and puts officers on alert. And just when things feel controlled, the real shock moment drops.
Use this to speak to me. I asked if some officers were in and a sergeant, and she's like, well, I need your details. Excuse me, I've got the tinnitus. So, well, I ain't giving you my details just to speak to someone. Well, I'll do. She said, if you worked in an office and someone came asking for you and won't give your name, what would you do? I went, I'll go and see who it was. It's a logical thing to do, isn't it? I said, these are police. I said, are they scared to come up to speak to me because I won't give them my name? Ridiculous. PC's 2692. You're a sergeant.
2692. I am, yeah.
223 870 Sergeant 1823.
Do you mind if we take that?
Calling numbers don't ring a bell off the top of my head, but I can.
Well, it's not a major thing. I don't want to sort of like drag them away from the work.
No, of course not. No.
I was just wanting some feedback because approximately just over a year ago I was detained for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I was handcuffed in this car park.
Right.
I was frog marched downstairs. They put me in the, you know, the little waiting area you've got before you go to the custody desk. I was cuffed behind my back, but won't take the cuffs off, despite me asking multiple times. They won't take my mask down, they won't take my hood down. I was boiling, got anxiety and depression. Complete, you know.
Were you arrested? Were you taken?
Yeah, Section 4A public order. Apparently I called someone a muppet and it caused them alarm and distress. I've never heard something so ridiculous in my life. Anyway, I wanted some feedback. So
you wanted to make a complaint, sorry, or you wanted to...
I don't need to make a complaint because I've successfully sued Humberside Police.
Oh, right, okay.
So, you know, keeping me in that cell for 45 minutes cost.
He returns to the police station with a serious purpose already in mind. The moment he steps in, he brings up a previous arrest that took place at the same location, explaining that it ended in compensation after what he believes was an unlawful detention. This immediately sets the tone for the entire encounter. It is no longer just a routine visit. It is a return to the exact place where a controversial incident once happened, and the tension begins building from the very start.
Cost them £1,000. The thing I want to know is, did they receive any feedback? Did they get a slap on wrist? I'm here on off chance. I thought, I'll see for about. If not, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone will have had a word with them and said, look, this guy sued you because you've acted like an idiot.
I don't personally know who those colour numbers are, but if you want me to take that slip with the numbers on, I can go.
No, I'm not right bothered because it's just going to waste people's time. I'm not about wasting people's time. See, we're out here doing our thing. You see,
Okay.
You know, obviously acting within boundaries of law. I'm sure you know what we're up to. So obviously we're not wasting people's time. You know, you guys have come out to speak to us. Not sure why.
We've just
Have you been sent out?
We usually, if there's anyone like recording at the entrance or anything like that, we get a log dispatched to us. That's all.
What, from reception?
It can, well,
Oh, from anybody?
yeah, it can be from anyone. I'm not entirely sure where this one's come from, but it usually we just pop out and just speak with you.
Well, that's fine. I mean, you guys have been, you know.
Doesn't always happen like this.
Don't always. I mean, I can see your Sergeant 0537. What's your collar number, please?
635.
Yeah, you're not recording us, are you?
I'm not recording. Oh, sorry.
You can if you want, but
It's not recording.
I always ask.
Normally when it's recording.
Yeah, but you've been quite professional, and a lot of coppers won't even speak to us without having the camera on.
No,
I don't know why.
If you wanted to do like a freedom of information request, I don't know if you've ever done that to the forms, you can submit that through. I think you have to do it in writing to Prior Road, to our information.
Oh, I've done a lot of them.
Have you?
Yeah.
So I'm sure you're aware of the process then.
You see, the thing is, right, I used to...
The officers respond in a calm and professional manner, but the pressure in the conversation is already noticeable. He pushes for answers about what happened previously and whether any internal feedback or action was taken. However, the officers stay strictly procedural, repeatedly referring everything back to official complaint systems. This creates a clear clash between direct accountability and formal process, with both sides holding their position firmly.
I film quite a lot of police stations.
Right.
Because what I do is I film in public places to exercise public right, human rights, stuff like that, see if people infringe my rights and stuff. And I stopped doing police stations for a long time. And then obviously with this with this compensation coming through for what happened here, I thought, right, I'm going to go over, I'm going to pay my revisit, I'm going to do exactly what I did before, right, because I didn't call anyone a muppet. I'm going to do exactly what I did before, walk around, film, fly my drone, see what kind of response I get. Only thing I can say negative really is your front police staff. She was very rude. I mean, it's everyone's God-given right to be miserable, but come on, she's working for a professional organisation on the front counter of a police station. You know, at least smile when you talk to somebody. You know, even if you're having the worst day ever, you know, put a smile on. You know what I mean? Don't matter, you know, if you're having a bad day, just smile. If you can't handle it, yeah, the job's not for you. Go do something else. So she's the only person who's been a bit rude. But apart from that, everyone else has been fine. We've had police waving at us, talking to us.
Yeah.
You guys have come out. You've been sound. So that's my sole purpose for being here today. To hang about for a bit, to see if I can see these officers. Not seen them thus far. If I don't, I don't. If I do, I do. I'm not right arsed, to be honest with you. That's the truth. You know.
So which pop-up stores, just to make sure that everything, just essentially there's no large protests or roads being blocked or anything like that. As far as
oh yeah.
Just to make sure there's no offences.
Well, it's not Saturday, is it?
Sort of, yeah.
There's going to be no protests today.
No pro-Hamas.
What's happening?
Quick question.
The discussion then shifts toward how the station deals with members of the public. He questions why personal details are required before any engagement can take place, especially when someone simply wants to speak with officers. This turns the situation into a wider debate about access, transparency, and how public institutions interact with citizens. The tension slowly increases as it becomes clear this is not just about one incident anymore.
Question while you're here, actually. I want to test your knowledge.
Okay.
Is that okay?
He didn't sound good about
So,
right. Anything I don't know, I'll find out for you.
I'm not going to say use of handcuffs, but what is your knowledge on a citizen carrying a pair of handcuffs in the street?
A citizen.
So if for example I had a belt on now, and I had a pair of cuffs just like yours, and I walked past you while I was stood out here flying my drone and you saw them cuffs, what would your initial reaction be? What would you think? You'd obviously think, why has that guy got a pair of cuffs?
Yeah.
But you come and have a word with me?
I think I've had numerous sort of reports. I think of your security, who sort of trained to use them. Is it a part of your like PPE for your job, or that kind of thing? Is it, you know, is it just fancy dress?
Yeah.
Are you referring to a particular set of circumstances? What's something gone on that you want clarification on? Or is it...
No, it's gone on. I'm just going to make sure I'm recorded. Because I don't want to get nicked and I'm taking a bit of a risk here, so I'm going to show you something.
Right.
So, are you all filming me just in case I get arrested?
Yeah, filming.
So I've got a pair of handcuffs.
Right.
Is that a problem for you?
I'm not going to arrest you. I don't think they're not a weapon.
Definitely not.
To harm anybody.
No, I'm more testing your knowledge because I've got a PC in front of me and I've got a sergeant in front of me. Are you a sergeant as well? I've got two sergeants in front of me.
The atmosphere changes sharply when the topic moves to handcuffs. He begins questioning their legality and explains his understanding of the law. The energy in the room tightens immediately as handcuffs become part of the live discussion. Officers become more alert, and the conversation shifts from a complaint-based exchange into a more sensitive legal confrontation.
So I'm testing your knowledge right now, and I'm sure you know full well I'm not stupid enough to pull these out in front of you if I think I'm committing a crime.
Yeah. I don't believe you could.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely fine. I've actually got a belt holder for them coming.
Right.
So I can clip them to my jeans and have them like that when I'm walking round. It's basically, as long as you don't...
Is it for a purpose? Yeah.
So as long as you don't impersonate a police officer, which I haven't done, and I'd never do, even if someone saw them and came up to me in the street and said, "Oh, are you a copper?" I'd say no. Okay. But I've been doing my research, and this is on the gov.uk website. Handcuffs are not a prohibited item within the UK.
It's the job of an arrested, isn't it?
It's not prohibited, they're not restricted, and they're not classed as an offensive weapon because... are you aware of the Offensive Weapons Act 2019?
Yeah, made or adopted.
Yeah, well, it got updated in 2019,
right.
and these aren't in it.
Okay.
So it's basically just testing your knowledge to see what you guys know, and if maybe you too, but I'm sure in future someone might try and detain me or take them or seize them off me.
I mean, I personally wouldn't detain you or seize you.
Or something like that.
Essentially, if I have a reasonable suspicion that someone's committed an offence, I can make an arrest card.
Yeah.
If it turns to be unlawful, you're obviously entitled to follow that up.
Yeah, I mean, these are actually the interesting things is you can buy replicas of these like brand new. But these are actually have been used within the police force because they've had the serial number scrubbed off, and I've also got...
The debate goes deeper into legal grey areas, focusing on intent, ownership, and whether carrying handcuffs could be considered lawful or suspicious. He presents his own research and reasoning, while officers respond carefully, emphasizing context, risk, and reasonable grounds. This creates a balanced but tense discussion where nothing is fully black or white, and everything depends on interpretation.
Got a receipt to show how much I paid for them, where I bought them from, and to further, they say a soldier never goes out on the battlefield without any bullets. So to further, put my armour up even more than it already is, you have to excuse me, I want tinnitus. I've double locked them.
Right.
And I don't have a key on me. So if anyone says, "Oh, well, you might go around and use them," you might think they're double locked.
Okay.
And they only constitute a crime if you actually use them and you can't justify why you've used them.
Okay.
So say, for example, if I just got into a scrap with someone on the street, like him, and I cuffed him, I'm probably going to be looking at getting in a bit of trouble. But if I'm walking down the street and you're getting your head kicked in, and I jump in and help you and I cuff the guy with my cuffs, it's really not what's going to happen, ever, because it's justified.
Well, I totally appreciate it.
And if it went, up into in front of a judge, it's mitigating circumstances, isn't it? So, yeah. But yeah, that's the cuffs, man. I just had to do it. I had to bring him and just get clarity. Because obviously I know the law, but just seeing how well you guys know it.
Fair enough. I didn't come here for a quiz, but I appreciate it. All right, guys.
It's just part of what I do. You know what I mean? I mean,
I appreciate it.
To be fair, I get quizzed a lot by police.
All right.
So I always try and be respectful.
Yeah.
Even if I get arrested, like when I got arrested here by them idiots, I was respectful. I think
the conversation moves into real-world scenarios where handcuffs might be used in emergencies or interventions. He argues possible situations where they could be justified, while officers highlight legal boundaries and the importance of proper authority. This becomes a direct clash between practical thinking and official policing standards, with both sides strongly defending their viewpoints.
Kick off, I didn't swear. I'm like, whatever, mate. You're making a big mistake. Do you know what I mean? So
obviously,
yeah. Because what it is we don't dislike the police. We just, it's like life's a test, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a game of cat and mouse, isn't it? Really.
We dislike the police officers that abuse the uniform.
Yeah.
So do we.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which you can appreciate yourselves. A good officer always hates a bad officer.
Correct.
And that's the way it is, and that's all we do as well.
I know that.
Yeah.
It's like when I was in Grimsby, just me on my own, about 40 coppers just come for me to my house. I was like,
I know
why?
I never
one
fully
person.
understand that. I mean, because he's quite short, and you won't think he could do that much damage, really. Do you know what I mean?
No, it was the same. It was the same the other day. I witnessed 6 police vehicles, 14 officers that was counted. I've got it on CCTV, so I can count it again. 14 officers that were counted to go into a domesticated situation and remove 1 male.
Yeah.
Is that reasonable?
Depends on the use of force that you use, doesn't it? I mean, sometimes if it's safer to have more officers present. Let's just say if someone's moving their arms around and have one person on one arm, one person on the other arm, some person controlling limbs.
14 for...
I don't know the
I
circumstances.
I'd understand as well for like... Yeah, if like there was expecting the female to take off and if they had officers there for her as well.
Once
I understand that.
I've turned up a bit.
Excessive in my
You know, you know Pleasure Beach?
Yes.
Multiple units.
Yeah. I watched the video over there, I couldn't believe it. So you know what auditors are, don't you?
The discussion then expands beyond handcuffs into broader policing decisions. He questions operational responses, officer deployment, and whether police actions are always proportionate. Officers defend their decisions based on safety and risk assessment. The conversation now feels like a wider debate about how policing actually functions in real-life situations rather than a single incident.
Sorry, you know what auditors are, don't you?
Auditors, yeah.
I know one of the reasons
basically what we're doing. Someone had gone to the Pleasure Beach and they'd actually got, because down there it's a no-fly zone for drone, but they actually got permission from air traffic control because there's an airport around the corner, and
you just see one bloke.
these security guards came out.
Calm, not even sweating.
Can't fly drone, blah blah blah. They had bloody handcuffs on. They had black tack vests with radio there where you've got it, and they had handcuffs there, and I thought, what the hell? What security guards at Pleasure Beach? What have they got handcuffs for? It's like a resort, isn't it?
I'm from
way back.
I did the best thing about Grimsby.
I don't really know the sort of
I'm from Midlands
legislation
originally,
around it,
and I had to travel the country.
Is it ISA?
I live in a rough part. I live in
SIA, yeah.
SIA,
So what it is like I said, SIA
not 10 years
neither endorse
10
or
years ago,
sort
it was
of give permission for people to use cuffs. It's at company's discretion. You can actually do an handcuff training course through, get licensed. I think it's a 3-day course and it includes advanced physical intervention. Which, and then you actually get a certificate to say you've passed the appropriate physical intervention training and use of handcuffs.
In winter,
so obviously, if you did use them as part of your job role in security, that's just going to give you more. It's going to back you up more. If you did use them and it had to go to court. Me as a citizen, as just a random Joe Blogs, I'd never use them ever. Carry him about, you know, put them on your belt, whatever, do it. So it's just social experiment basically, is what I'm doing. But yeah, I'd never use them because it's a massive grey area. I mean, you're looking at assault and battery here, false imprisonment, it's endless. I mean, if you guys do that, you know, your chief constable pays out in compensation, but if I did that, I'd probably end up going to jail. Do you know what I mean? So
it is weird the way that works, isn't it? You get compensation for assault and battery by...
The tone shifts toward accountability and consequences as they discuss complaints, misconduct, training, and compensation cases. He raises concerns about imbalance in how accountability is handled between the public and police officers. The officers remain professional, but there is still an underlying tension as both sides present very different perspectives on responsibility and fairness.
Police officer,
nothing
happens to the police officer, but if we'd done an assault and battery on anyone, no matter how minor or major, we've got a sentence.
Oh yeah, guaranteed.
It's like I got arrested for battering at the Bible.
Did you hear about the old GMP thing at the airport?
I've seen the video.
Yeah. I was quite shocked at that.
Finally, the interaction begins to wind down naturally. The intensity slowly fades as both sides bring the long conversation to a close without escalation or conflict. There is no dramatic ending, only a calm resolution to a very intense exchange. However, the deeper questions about policing, accountability, and public trust remain unresolved. leaving a lasting impression on the viewer.